Alright, let's hope all y'all come back in. This is now part 3 due to, I don't know, it crashed on me, I guess? Apparently it crashed on me, y'all. Alright, let's bring it back up. Let's hope y'all find your way back. Alright. Welcome back to now part 3. Nail sesh. Because YouTube crashed. Alrighty. Alright, everybody. I was in the middle of doing a nail, and YouTube kind of went bonkers on me. This is what our nail looks like. She looks pretty cool. So we're just gonna keep going. Hopefully, y'all find your way back. I can't believe that happened, but alright. So this is the 3D, it's almost like the neon glow, neon light glow type. But I'm just kind of doing it. So we're going to finish what we started. Hopefully people come back. Alright, so I'm just going to lightly go through these with my liner brush. Hi! It completely crashed. I don't know what happened. It's never done that before. So I was there. It was said I was live. Thing was still going and everything. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what happened. But we're just gonna keep going. Hopefully you like it. Thanks for coming back, Nan Angela. I really think this looks super cool. Now, y'all can leave it like this, or you cannot. It's totally up to you guys. I don't know why it did that, but yeah, it did, so. And it kind of made it bubbly. Hi, Hawks, how are you? Thanks for coming back, guys. Alright. So I'm just gonna lightly just flick it like so. And you can kind of give it a little bit more detail if you want. And then just kind of come out here. I don't really want it that much, but I'm just going to lightly bring that out like so. I think that's super cool. I did not know how this was going to go. Looking pretty cool. I feel like I need something, like it's not blurred out enough or something. But you really don't want like straight edges. You know, you kind of want it to just kind of evolve. So it actually looks like the lightning is like crackling down, you know? Not that it was supposed to be lightning, but it kind of turned into lightning. Which I like, though. I like that. It looks really cool. What do you think? Random Life, Micah, Black Orchid, hi! Oh, yay, that's cool. You've been working on it for 4 hours. Aw. Is it Lundy? Swap it. Aw. Hi, cat. I almost said swap it. Thanks, everybody, for coming. Alright, I'm going to see if I like this to kind of do almost like a little... Okay, well, I'm going to take that out and just kind of leave it there. Alright, I think I'm going to cure that, guys. I like that. A lot. Typically, I would use gel polish, but this is a lot thicker. So it'll kind of give you something a bit different. Hold on. I got a floof. The floof. Did I get it? I don't know if I got it, but alright, we're gonna leave it at that, y'all. A locket lock that looks pretty damn cool. Is that white liner gel or chrome? It's gel. We're good. It is the Madame Glam gel paint, but honestly, I like the white regular gel myself. The white regular gel just seems so much better to me. Alright, we're going to do this one black. We're going to do the same thing. But I kind of want to... Oops. Do like a... Should we do it the same way, y'all? Thanks for coming in, guys. Alright, I'm going to wipe this off, and then I have to make it sticky. Alright. So I'm going to take my primer and make it sticky. This is just so I don't have to file the nail. So just make sure you get all the way around the edges too, so that way it sticks to the entire nail tip. Okay. Everton, hi! So do we want to do the same thing? You think that's cool? Or should we do it with not putting the lightning in there like that? Because if we add the LV on top, we could actually make that a cool 3D effect if we wanted. That is so cool. Because honestly, I could just top coat it and go from there. I like the matte, but then again, I feel like, I don't know, let's matte it. Oh yeah, that really brings it out. Oh, I like that. I love matte, but I really, really, really like that. Oh my goodness, I like that a lot. Oh, that looks badass, guys. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Hi, Haley, Cassidy, Alec. Is it Yinny? Rodriguez? Hello. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I like this a lot, you guys. Oh my gosh. I just want to say how appreciative I am for everybody being here. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm sealing it in. I really thought about the 3D concept, but I really like that a lot. It is still kind of 3D, but that is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's let's get the excess off. These are, I will be wearing these, so I do want to make sure I get the excess off here. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. So for me, I think we got to do the same to that one. We're going to do 60 on that. And I just got some nice little fuzzies inside that. Alright, so let's go ahead and matte this guy. So I'm going to do it again. Now, I don't know what to do for the thumb in that, though. So we're going to make this guy black. Just a really thin base, guys, because we don't need it to be, like, super duper black. And you want to always do thin coats when you're working with black. And I didn't stir this up either. So I'm always going to go up. And I'm not going to push too hard. Sometimes when your gel sits so much, guys, you need to kind of rub it like this. And like I said, we don't need it to be super dark. And I just got something in it. Nice. There we go. We just need a light background, because right in the middle is where everything's gonna go. So alrighty dighty, let's go ahead and put her in for a full 60. Can you do a fox one? No worries, Ange. I really appreciate you, babe. I appreciate you very much. I love you, girly. Thank you for your help, everybody. Alright. So this is what we're looking like, guys. I don't know. What do you think? I think that one might still go with the set. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, same thing. Black background. We got that on. Let's go ahead and matte her. And I'm going to matte her with the perfect matte. And I don't know. I hope you guys like this. So we can use the acrylic art pen, or we could use a gel polish too. But you want a really nice white gel polish to do this with. Good night, Ange. Thank you so much. Hi, Billy. You made a cool story for Sarah. Hi, is it Jeannie? Jean? Hi. Bye. Thanks for coming. What up, everybody? Thanks for coming. Welcome if you are new. My name is Sugar, and I like to do nails, and we do nail therapy sesh, which could range from gel polish. We could DIY it. It's literally just to get our brains flowing. Really nice and just zen. You know what I mean? Zen moment, y'all. Alright, I'm going to clean my little liner brush here. And it's just to kind of like, you guys can fall asleep to it. You could do it with me. It's up to you guys. And if you guys like nails, cool. If you don't, that's even cool. That's cool too. Alrighty, look at that. Nice, beautiful black base. Let's go ahead and matte. We're going to do the same thing. You can use alcohol inks as well, guys. I don't have alcohol ink, so not a white anyway. So we're going to go ahead and matte this. So it gives us nice, even coverage here. And then I got a floof in it. Ugh. Dang floofs. I think I got it. Freaking floofs, I'm telling you. Alright. So we're making sure the edges are nicely painted as well. Take that excess off. Anybody can do this too. Beginners can do it. Don't have to be, you know, a nail tech to do this either. Morning, Lou. Love you. Love you a lot. Hi, Cat. I don't want to find a dog in my house at 3 a.m. Sorry. Thank you for subbing. Shout out to you guys. So, this is what we're going for, is like a glow lightning look. So, I'm going to go ahead and use this acrylic pen again, which you can get off of anywhere. This is from Madame Glam, but you can get it off Amazon. You can get them off anywhere, guys. You don't have to just get this specific brand at all. This is a good one, though. I do like it. And I did use glow on that. I don't know if it will. So, I don't really know exactly what I want to do for the 2 outside nails. If I want to stay with the Hello Kitty theme, or if I want to do, like, the LV. I'm not really sure. I like the lightning look, so that's what we're going to do. Alright, so we're going to take this guy, and this time, let's kind of make it not so cray-cray, right? We're just kind of do... Now, if you want the smoke look, you're going to want more of a blunt tip object, so you can then, like, slide it down. This is more of a tip. So, let's kind of just do it. Oh. There we go. There we go. We need some paint out there. Alrighty, dighty. We're just gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna bring V and bring it out like so. Kind of want it to kind of shatter a little bit, but I don't know if I like that one, but we're gonna try it. Alright, I'm gonna take this little tiny brush. I think this is the one I used. You can take a bigger brush and do it too if you want. No, we're gonna use this guy. I'm just cleaning this off so that we don't get no color on that white. Alright, we're going to make sure she's saturated. You don't want her saturated too much. I'm just going to... make my brush kind of different than what I did. Okay, I'm not sure if I like that placement, but you know what? We'll do it. So you can just kind of follow it, or you can make it your own and just kind of make like a little smoke spot. I don't know why I went straight on with that side, but we're going to bring it. And I'm going to make it kind of come out a little more to kind of take that, a little bit of those lines out of there. Maybe the only, this is cool, I just don't like this bottom part here, to be honest. Looks kind of janky. I'm going to take my alcohol and see what happens. Okay, that worked quite nicely, actually. So if you have a little bit too much on, or you don't like the placement of certain ones, just kind of take a little bit of alcohol and just clean it up. And then just kind of go from there. So I think I'm going to, oh. I think I'm going to go and do a crackle down here. Maybe I'll just come down like that. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it should be more like all one instead of little bits like that. But it's really easy, guys. Just saturate your brush with your alcohol and you should be able to do what I'm doing right here. So I'm actually taking my brush and just kind of like making it to where the line isn't as, I guess, noticeable. We're still going around the outside of those colors like smoke. Black smoke. I could have done a smoke one with this. Definitely could have done a smoke one, but that line right there is going to bother me, but I'm going to try to manipulate. You really don't want it to be too whoopsie doopsie in there. You know what I mean? You don't want too much because I feel like once you have a lot on there, then it's a little bit much. You know what I mean? No big deal. Comes right off. So, which is a good thing. Okay. We're going to let that dry and go on again. Okay. Ah, I just got that all over me. I shook it out and now it got all over my hoodie. Dang it. All right. How do we want to do this? Because, yeah, I like it. I like the shattered look of the, let's do one main one here. And we'll branch off this way. Now, like I said, anybody can do this, guys. So I'm just going to lightly go over that just to see what it gives us. And then I can go in and make more squiggly lines if I want. Because the point is to make it more smoky effect, you know what I mean? Doing it multiple times will give you a little bit more of a layered look. And it also depends on how much alcohol you have on your brush. And if you want these dark lines in here, if you want to break up these dark lines, my suggestion would be to really break up these really, really dark lines. So it just looks like it flows into itself. You know what I mean? And you can't really see. Let me just clean up these lines a little bit. And that way it kind of looks more like it's meant to be there, right? And I'm going to take a little bit of this, move it down. And then I'm going to take this guy and hopefully move it over a little bit. You know what? That'll work. All right. Let's go ahead and make our colors here. Make sure you put your cap on after you're done using those. Hi, Jillian. Hi, Carolina. Hi, Chan. Netherlands. Hi. Yay, guys. All right, so this is what we're going for here. Multi-layered glow. It's like a neon glow look. We're going to be using these colors here, which I do need to add more orange. So let's go ahead and make that orange really quickly. So what I do is I take my yellow. And then I'm going to add my yellow here. And then I'm going to add some of that pink into that yellow. Just to give it a little bit more of that color. But sometimes, depending on what you're using, your brush can soak up that extra added color, guys, just like this one did. Like I had a lot on there, but now it's in my brush, right? So I'm spinning it to try to get that excess out. So I'm going to use my silicone tool to do that with, because the silicone tool is what's going to help make sure that you're not taking that off the plate. What up, everybody? What is up? All right, I need more of that. Okay. We're going to add a douse of this yellow. I really like how I did these nails. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then we're going to add a little bit of the pink here. So we're going to use lightning pink. And we're going to just do a tiny snippet in there. We don't need too much because it's very pigmented. And then I need a little bit more of the blue Cyber City. So these are from VARNAIL, guys. So this is the dark teal. And then whatever I did with my green. There it is. Hi, Bella. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's night? How's your day, wherever you are? How's it going? All right, so we're just mixing up an orange here. We're mixing up an orange jelly color. And because I didn't have an orange, so I had to make my own. So what I'm going to do is add a little bit more of our yellow into this to kind of make it more not so pinkish. Yeah, I know it's a lot, but I got to get the right color, guys. Okay, that looks good. That actually looks really good. Okay. Bring it all to the middle here. All right. So I'm going to have to add a little bit more of that yellow. We're not going to need very much, but okay. What did I do with my yellow? There it is. Hi, Reb. I don't show my face while I'm doing this. Sorry. You can see my face in some of my pictures on my channel, though. Okay. Now, last time I used this guy to put the colors on, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go down the line, but this time I'm going to start with purple, so we're going to reverse. So, how many of you guys do nails? Anybody? My name is Sugar, and I do nails, as you can see. So, we are going to go all the way around this outside part. So, I hope you guys are learning something. And if you want to try it, please, because that would be the coolest thing ever. Alright, so we're going to come in with the dark blue and the light blue here. So I'm going to wrap some of this purple around here. And we're, like I said, we're going to go a little over the edge. So the purple is going to be like our main character at the top. Yes, that's so pretty. Okay. So now we're going to just wipe that excess off. Go into our dark blue. You don't need too much, guys. I'm going to fill this dark blue in. And we're going to come around this edge. And now we're going to blend. So blending the colors really going to make it a nice, deeper teal purpley color. And then we're going to join the other one into that as well. And if you want a little bit more of that color in there, we're going to go around this outside. Okay. Oh, that looks cool. All right, let's join our beautiful vibrant blue up. Hi, everybody. Hi, Gamer. Hi, Cosmos. I have a chance if you want to check it out. Check what out. Everybody's asked me to do Lilo and Stitch. I've never done Lilo and Stitch. But I did write it down on my thing, though. I definitely want to try. That's for sure. Alright. So, now that we got that down, let's bring this blue in here. Bring it down. And we're going to tie them together. And this guy is going to kind of go up here. And it's going to give us a little bit of a darker purple look. So we have 3 different colors. And we're going to bring it down. Just a little hair. Oh, that's cool. I really like that. I really like that a lot. Alright, I'm going to grab some of this purple here. We're just going to mix. Bring it down just a little bit here. That's cool. I like that. Alright, I'm going to take some of this blue and we're going to bring it back up this way. So that way I can fix my green into that, right? So we want our blue to be like this when it hits our green. So we're going to take our green, and our green is not that pigmented. We're going to come in, and we're going to do like a beautiful little teal. Now, this side we're going to come down, go around the outside, bring it out a little bit. It's going to give you like that ghost textured look. Oh, this is going to be so pretty. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing and just kind of run it down here a little bit. Ooh, look at that. Hiding. Have you done? I have done Nightmare Before Christmas, but I've never drawn him. I've done like themes. I just started doing like nail art itself this year. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up in here. Bring this down over. And I like going up and out over the black part because it's really gonna give us that nice like over the edge type, if that makes sense. So we're gonna bring this down. Oh, that's so pretty. All right, we want to make this a little bit more yellow green here. And I want to make sure I get all the way around this outside part. Guys, I am just a nail enthusiast. I just do this because I love to do it. And I ended up being pretty good at it. But for the most part. And I love it. And it really, really just kind of gives me something that I don't know. Just, yeah. I think we need a little bit more green though. So I'm going to make this blue come down into this yellow a little bit. Give us a darker green. Push the color over a little bit. Bring it down. And this is just giving us a different color green. So when I go in with the orange, it's going to be a bunch of different shades. So let's grab our yellow. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and do this whole thing yellow here. Oh, it's so cool looking. So now that we have that like neon-y green, we're going to come in with a little bit more of this yellow. And just a little bit go around that outside edge. Just like so. And I'm going to bring it down a little bit more here. We have 3 more colors to do. But I really want that color to pop, right? Now you can do this with pigments. You guys don't have to do it this way. But I think this way really allows you to kind of play with it more. So let's go ahead and take our orange. Oh yeah, much better than last time. So our orange is actually going to come out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of take it up into the yellow here. Take that excess off. And bring the yellow into the orange. Kind of make it a yellowy orange. Just to give us a more diversive like yellow-orange color. Without it being too... So we're going to break off into pink and red here. And just pink down here. Okay? So when you guys do this, I have a little bit more yellow on my brush. So this is kind of the color I'm going for here. Let's take this excess. Bring it down. Like I said, you don't need a lot of color to do these. But how cool does that look? I think it looks cool. Hi! Hi, Molly. Thanks! So that is what we're looking like, guys. I think she looks pretty fantabulous. Okay, so I'm going to take just a tippy little bit of pink. And we're just going to color this part here. And I'm just going to make sure that I kind of dot that up into the orange here. That way we have that color over here too. I didn't think I could actually, like you can do color theory and make it look really, really cool. So what I'm going to do is kind of take this orange and bring this brighter orange down more. Just to kind of give us more of an orange instead of a yellow orange. And just kind of lighten, kind of feather it down a little bit. Oh, so pretty. Alright, let's do our pink. And then we'll end with our red. Alright. What do you guys think? This is something that I seriously love to do, and I hope you guys like it too. Alright, we're going to bring this down. We definitely need that pink in our lives, okay? So I'm actually going to do more pink than red because I don't typically like red. I can make it purple though. Did I use red on that one? I kind of did. So this one's a lot darker than my first one, but that's okay. We're experimenting. So I'm just going to tap this in. Yeah, I definitely didn't like that purple right there. That did not help us one bit, but that's alright. She still looks cool. Alright, there she is. Now, make sure you pop bubbles. If you have a bubble, pop it. Or if you have something in your nail, grab it out. Alrighty, y'all. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and cure that. What up, everybody? My name is Sugar. It's nice to meet you. Hi, Maddie. Aw, thanks. Is it Runa? Hi. Hi. How are you? How are you? So that was my second attempt at the like lightning type glow effect. So this is my first one. So we're gonna go ahead and add like a milky one, and then we're gonna add the paint, and we're gonna kind of touch it. It's gonna kind of bloom out a little bit, and then we'll go in with the like more darker color that you can see on top, and yeah, and then we'll do these outer ones. What do you guys think? Aw, thanks. I appreciate you guys being here. Shout out to everybody here. What up, what up, what up? Sorry, I get like in the zone when I'm doing this, and if you guys, you know, how many of you guys like to do nails? Aw, India, hi, that's awesome. I'm so honored. I'm very grateful for every single one of you guys. And even if you don't do nails, that's okay too. And for all my listeners that don't chat, go ahead and chat because it's awesome. Oh yeah, that looks super cool. I love it. What do you guys think? I think that looks awesome. Alright, let's go ahead. Now that we have our color on, we're going to take a little bit of this guy here. And you can do a thicker brush or a liner brush. So I'm going to grab this. And this I made with top coat. So what we're going to do is I'm going to just kind of like simulate the thicker lines on here. Just to kind of make it a little 3D. And bring out those touches of color. And what that color is going to do, it's going to give it more of like a ghost effect. I don't know why, but it does. So we're going to take And it's just real little. It's just lightly too, guys. You don't have to like apply a bunch of this. Just a little bit, because it does bring it a little bit more of that texture. So once we get the other ones on, you'll see the texture quite a lot. So here, since we have one big giant one, I'm going to just kind of roll my brush here. Just kind of bring it down. And it just really gives it a little bit more of that color, guys. And if you guys try this out, please tag me, because I would love to know. Hi, Moonchild! Hello, sweetheart. Thanks for coming. We're trying out the, like, the neon light glow effect, but I wanted, it just turned into lightning. So, that's what we're doing. A neon glow effect lightning. What do you think? I think it looks cool. Hopefully you guys think it looks cool too. Alright, so we don't want a lot on here. You don't want to add a lot of pressure on here, you guys, at all. You just kind of want to, like, go with the flow, right? Little bits of pressure will do you good. And you don't really want, like, straight lines, but you kind of do at the same time, right? So I'm going to take this. I'm just going to lightly drag over this color just a little bit. Oh, look at that. It doesn't look like much, but it really did bring out those colors, guys. Plus, it gave it a little bit of shimmer, too. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to cure that. Okay? We're going to take our liner brush here. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of this white. Now, this little bit of this white, I have floofs everywhere. Goodness. Hi! Alright, we're not going to be talking like that. Yay! Well, everybody needs you. You're great. You really are. And you can do anything that you put your mind to, I promise. Promise, promise. Alright, so we're going to take this and we're just going to guide it just like we did that one. It's just going to give us a little highlight, guys. Just a little highlight. That's it. But because we have the other color in there, it's going to let it kind of bloom out a little bit. Does that make sense? You don't want it like that. You don't want it super duper thick like that. So we're going to try to take that off. Or pull it down. The best I can pull it down without making it look worse. But it just kind of brings out that little bit, you know? So we're going to pull this down. And pull this guy this way. And just to let you guys know, like, I didn't always think I would be here doing this. Like, I really, really didn't. I didn't even know if I could do this. So just know, no matter what you don't know, even if you don't know, you never know until you try, guys. I wouldn't have known if I didn't try, you know? I would have never known that I could do any of this if I wouldn't have just sat down and tried it, you know? Alright, so let's make this guy kind of fade. Are you guys liking the white so far? Now I'm going to go 2 ways with this one. And end it together there, okay? And just kind of fling it out a little bit. And like whatever you want to do, like I'm so serious with you guys. If you really want to do it, please, you can try. Even if you don't get it the first time, it doesn't matter. As long as you're trying, you'll figure it out. I promise. And I know it's hard, but I am so serious when I say I had no idea that I would even be here on YouTube doing art like this. I had no idea. I always wanted to do it, but I just never thought I could, you know? And then one day I said, you know what? No. I am doing this. Like, this is what I want to try. This is what I want to do. And I just started, you know? So that's what she looks like. Okay? We're going to go ahead and... Oh, no. We're going to go ahead and put her in the lamp. Nelly! Hi! Demure, hello! This is the chill live I need. Wow. Aw. Well, I'm glad you're here. Thank you, Johnny Cage. Do you ever wear these? No, I wear them. I paint them and wear them. Sometimes I do crazy ones. The last live that I did, by myself, the last live I did was before this one, which was part 1 and 2, because YouTube decided to go crazy on me, and it just, like, shut down for whatever reason. But, I don't know, I thought maybe if I took an approach of not being super loud and just having a really chill, relaxing, super nail therapy sesh, that maybe people even who didn't do nails would still like to be in here, you know? And yeah, and people who do like to do nails could also do it with me. Hi, Kara. So this is what she looks like. What do you think, Nelly? What y'all think? Thanks for the likes, guys. Okay. So, here's the second one. The secondary one. Oh my gosh, look what happened. That's nice. So here's the secondary one. So this one was my first one. This is my second one. So we're going to go ahead and add that white on top. So it looks the same. Now, I cannot believe that this came off. What in the goodness? Okay, let me grab something. I'm going to fix this real quick. The glue came off. That's what happens when you buy on Shein. Aw. Listen, guys. I used to be bad too, I swear. I had to keep going and keep going. I went through like a lot of stuff. I'm gonna put these little tabby thing on here and see if we can't get that thing to stick. It's a little bit long, but at least it'll be on there. And come on, Mr. Tabby guy, I need you. I can't believe I have to fix my own. There we go. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, a little magnet guy. Little magnet guy. Now you're not going nowhere, buddy. Okay. Alright. So there we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our white gel paint. There's my gel paint. What? Are you laughing at me? Hi, Glam. I thought you went to bed, my love. I don't even know what time it is, but... What time is it? Oh, we're good. Okay. So, I'm going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to kind of smash it out a little bit, okay? Can you guys see okay, or you want me to zoom in? That better? Okay. So I'm going to take this, dip it in, and we just want tiny bit, guys. Okay? So just a tiny, tiniest bit here. Even that's kind of too much. Like, I'm just lightly putting this color on here, okay? Now, I don't know what you guys think about this, but I kind of think it's really cool. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our little brush here, our little tiny purple brush. Bye, Glam. Go to bed, my love. I will see you when you get up. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Thanks for coming. Okay. So I wanted to make sure I could do this for everybody, but... So this guy, what we're going to do is we are just going to dab. Dabbing this out gives us a little smoky effect, but it kind of gives us like, not really a bubble effect, but it just gives it a little bit more dimension. And so we're going to keep along the line that we put on there with our brush. And you don't want it to be too dark like this right here. We're just going to lightly pat out that color. Patting out that color kind of gives it a weird, not weird, but like a really cool textured smoky look. See? I don't know if you can see. Can you see that? There we go. I don't know why my camera's doing that, but... So we're going to come down. Oh, that's a lot. You do not want, like, little pressure. Like, super duper teeny tiny pressure, guys. Okay. So we're going to... And then we're going to come down this way. Alright. So we're going to take some more of this excess off of this. And we're going to come down. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Same thing. We're going to go along the line. And you still have paint on here, but it's not down at the end, so. We're going to grab a little bit more of that paint and go real lightly. It can either go sideways or it could be cute. Alright. Alright, so we're going to take some more of this white. And we're going to come around. Like I said, real lightly, guys. This paint doesn't forgive. And we're just following those lines. Literally. We're just following the lines. Just like so. Same thing. Take our brush. Wet it with alcohol. And that's what kind of gives us that bubble effect, right? So we're going to kind of take it. And I'm going to use it like so. Bring it up. You don't want to see the line. You just want to see the little bubble effect that it gives you. And then follow it down. Now turn your brush kind of straight so we're kind of getting up along the areas we need to get it. Same thing, we're going to pat it out. But you don't want too much in certain areas, you know? I'm going to pat her out, come down, and pat her out some more. There we go. There's our little, like, 3D bubble effect. Now, we're going to go ahead and cure that. We're going to do lines. The lines is what's going to bring it out. And then we're done with that one. Hi, Foster fam. What's your question? How are you? Abel, hi. I don't know why I thought this was your nail. It is my nail, but I'll end up popping it on after. No, ma'am, I'm sorry. I don't do mods right away. You have to be on the channel for a while for me to mod people, but if you stick around, stay around, and I see you more and more, then I have no problem making you a mod. The problem is, I like to make sure the people who are modding for me have been here and are truly here for me and like what I do and want to be a part of the journey at hand. Because I'm here to help people. I'm also here to, you know, be a shoulder for somebody who needs just a slow day. You know, just to take a little bit off your guys' day, but do nail art in the process, you know? But it's also helpful for me too. Alright, so we're going to take this guy and like we did before, we're just going to go one more time. And here's what we're going to do. Real lightly. See how light that is? And we're just going to take the curve. It just kind of gives it a little more vamoosh, you know? A little more vamoosh. But we're following those nice lines. And it just brings out the colors, man. I don't know. What do you guys think? Same thing. Really lightly though, guys. Really lightly. It's like I never know if people actually like chill nail therapy sessions, but I do them anyway because it helps me, you know? And it doesn't have to, like, I don't know. Just as long as you want to hang out with me, that's awesome. Like, that's the coolest thing ever. Alright, same thing here. Very light pressure, guys. But you still want that line to show up because that line is what's bringing out that, like, pop. You know what I mean? But we still have everything we have underneath to make it come out even more. You know? Alright, so this side's a little bit peculiar. I don't like that. Okay. I mean, this is my first time doing this, so I've never done this before. We're just kind of going with it. Okay. I am taking most of this off my brush. Real lightly. Yes. Oh, I love it. A little bit too much paint there. Dang it. No problem. We fix it. There we go. Ooh, I like it. What do you guys think? Oh my gosh, I freaking love this. That is awesome. Alright, let's here. Do you guys like the design? Hi, Dragon Fruit. How's your day, Nelly love? Yeah, I don't sell the nails, guys. I've gotten that. So many people have asked me that lately. Oh, yay. I'm so glad you like it. I'm not that keen on this middle one here, but I feel like now that we have that on there, I feel like it kind of ties in. You know what I mean? It's a very unique set of nails, but I like it. It's different because we have splats. See how it's kind of like a splattered effect that I did over top of that? Where I kind of sponged that on with the colors. So it still goes with it. So I'm not that mad about it. Aw, well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Aw, thanks, Nelly love. Appreciate it. I really seriously love every one of you guys. I'm so appreciative for everybody who's here tonight. I did have part 2. That was the first one I did, and then for some reason YouTube just went wacko on me. So this is part 3, but part 1 I did earlier today, which was this nail here. Let's go ahead and top coat her. Thank you for the hearts. Let's go ahead and top coat her with our beautiful. Make sure there's nothing on your mat though. Our beautiful thick top coat. Thick glossy top coat from BRITTBRATNAILDIT. Everything's linked as well, guys, if you are on the replay gang. Watch this. I think it looks so much better without that mat underneath. Look at that. And the reason why I used the mat was because it helps allow me to be able to add the pigmented colors on there that I needed. I'm just making sure I'm getting in all the crevices here. And I got something in my top coat. Great. I don't like the floofs. The floofs. Okay, let's make sure we seal in all the edges. Because I will be popping these on, so I want to make sure I get the whole thing. Alright, we're going to take the excess off. You don't want that excess all underneath your nail, especially if you're going to be wearing them. You want to make sure you get nice and even. Beautiful! Oh yeah, love it! So, I'd never done this before, it just kind of turned into what it turned into. Aw, you're okay, you don't have to have money at all, just the mere fact that you are here, I love it so much. Hi Butterfly, that's a pretty name. Aw. Shout out to all 34 of you guys still in here. Make sure you like and subscribe if you love nails. Even if you don't love nails, we do a little bit of everything. If you guys look at my lives, I have done crazy nails from acrylic to polygel to, oh my gosh, so many things I have done. So now, I don't know what to do for these 2 nails. I don't know what to do for this one and this one. Should we make them the same so they're kind of like balanced? Or should I make them black too? No, let's make them silver hollow. Aw, thanks, Icy. Appreciate you, sweetheart. So let's see. Oh my gosh, how freaking, this is, look at this, you guys. Tell me that's not going to be freaking awesome. Tell me that's not going to be super cool once I get this on my nails. Oh, I love it. Now I just got to figure out what I want to do for this one and this one. So what I did was I think I'm going to do a cat eye. So I think I'm going to do a holographic cat eye on the two outer ones, and then we can go from there. And I think, oh my gosh, you guys, look. What about using these on the holographic silver? So I'm doing an LV inspired, like Hello Kitty LV inspired, like just pure, literally pure DIY random set that I thought up in my head, and I was like, what do we do now? So just kind of ventured into this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and wipe this off, add primer to make it sticky. Oh, you're so very welcome, Icy. I appreciate you being here, honey. Should always be kind. Never know what somebody's going through. Alright, so primer, all primer does is allows what it does is it makes your nail tips sticky. So that way your product, your gel polish, has something to adhere to, because typically, right, if you just go in and put your polish on top of this shiny tip, well, it's not going to go very well. Okay, so just know that. And this just gives it a grippy surface, so that way when you do put your base coat on, it makes your polish glide on super smooth and you don't have no lines or anything. So we're going to let that dry. And this is just so I don't have to file and buff it. So something super easy that you guys can do. Anybody can do it. Hi, Hayden. Aw, thanks. I never thought about doing press-ons, to be honest with you. I never thought about selling my nails. I used to sell acrylic. We might be getting back into that soon. But, yeah, I'm acrylic girly, but I wanted to make sure I did nails with you guys. So I just recently started doing just anything and everything, because I have all these ideas in my head, and I'm like, ugh, I need to get them out of my head. So that way you guys can try them too. You can either do them with me, or I'll have it to where you guys can pick, pick the nail, and you guys can create with me. Like, I like to make my lives like interactive, where you guys are helping pick the colors or the names or, stuff like that. So you guys are a part of it too. That makes it the best. It really does make it the coolest. Okay, so I'm just getting this excess out of here because I will be wearing them. So you don't want any of this underneath, or it won't fit on your nail the right way. Alrighty dighty. I have a floof. Stupid floof. Alright, we're gonna cure. We're gonna cure for 60 seconds. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the cat eye on, okay? The cat eye is this, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on, and we're going to see if we like it glittery or if we want to actually activate the cat eye. If we activate the cat eye, I think that might be all I'm going to do tonight is activate the cat eye on these two, and then the actual nail art we might have to do tomorrow, guys. One thing I will be honest about is I don't know, you guys are new, so you don't really know, but I have really bad kidneys. I have lupus, right? So my body is like, whatever. Sometimes when I go live a lot, or like if I'm just super busy, my body's like, no, you need a rest. And I will say that my kidney is hurting right now. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and put the cat eye on here. Because I don't exactly know what I want to do, but I think if we use the LV, like the big LV, and then put some of these little stars on there, I think that'll look cool. I'm not going to add the stickers or anything right now, but... Oh, look at this sparkle. Now you want to do like a couple thin coats. So I'm also doing a video of me doing the Little Mermaid sketch nails. I have a series where I started sketchbook nails, and so I just started that. I'm not done with it yet, but I wanted to do that because my first one I had ever done was Jim in the holograms. And that's the first character I ever did on a nail set. Oh my gosh. I don't even know. Can you guys see that? Hi, Wendy. Hi, Tara. Hi. Oh, it's so pretty. I almost don't want to activate it because it's so pretty. All right, let's go ahead and activate down the sides here. Can you see it? I can't tell if you guys can see that or not, but... Oh, okay. I mean, I can see it. Can you guys see it? That's so cool. Alright, so that's one. And then we'll have to put 2 coats of this on there. So that way we can have kind of a nice thick cut eye background. I just want to shout out to everybody in here. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being with me. I truly appreciate it so much. You have no idea. Make sure you like and subscribe, guys, because it helps so freaking much. So freaking much. But these are the nails. This is what we did so far. What do you guys think? Little Hello Kitty luxury LV inspired nail set. I just noticed that I didn't have my freaking thing on. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna try to put my... Oh, there we go. That might make it better. Give me one sec, y'all. Okay. Now... So this is like a splattered paint look. If you look at where the splatters are. So I just kind of wanted it to be different. It just kind of turned out like that. And I thought it was like a spray paint. Almost like a spray painted look, but very faint. I thought that was really cool. Thanks! Pretty. Okay, I gotta move you guys back up here so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, let's do this. So we're gonna add on a really, really good... Oh, so pretty. Most of the times I won't activate the cat eye. Unless it's on top. Then I will, because I just love how the shimmer is without the cat eye. I love it. It's just beautiful. I mean, like, who doesn't love cat eye? So it's still kind of see-through, but once we put the stickers on there, I think we'll be okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna make sure I grab enough. So there's nothing showing. No dips and divots in the nail is what I mean. And that we have enough cat eye on here, that's gonna... Oh, so pretty. Oh my gosh. Take that excess off. We don't want no bumpies. Go inside. Beautiful. Beautiful, darling. Oh, hopefully I did that right. So I'm just trying to move it all the way to each side so that way we can see it, you know? Bye! Hi, Zoe! The nail stickers, oh my gosh, I got them from so many different places. The LV ones were sent to me by another creator. And I'm trying to think where the I think the other one I got on Shein, like a long time ago when Shein first come out. Can you guys see that? Hopefully. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Ooh. Okay. Girl, just leave it alone. Alright, we're just gonna leave it there because I don't want nothing to happen to it. I'm not the greatest at cat eye, but I try. So let's go ahead and get this one on. So same thing with this one, but I have to take this little... Oh, there we go. Once we get the top coat on, I will buff and file after we get the top coat on. So that way we don't have anything to worry about. Alright, primer. Hi, Zoe. How are you? Thank you, Liv. Appreciate it so freaking much. Alright, we're making the nail tip sticky with our primer. So this is exactly if you were adding this to your nail plate. This is what makes it really nice and sticky. Sometimes if you do it too long, you can get these little things on your nail, which is it kind of falling apart because it's sticky. So you want to be careful how many times you do it because you don't want that in your base coat because then it becomes bumpy. So I am just going to wipe it off and start again. Because we do not want anything up in there. It's kind of sticky still. Alright, I'm just going to do it. So, same thing. Let's put the cat eye on. So, this one's a bit smaller, but nevertheless, go with 2 coats of this one from Madame Glam. 2 coats of this should be fine, especially if you're putting something over top of it. But it is quite, like, shimmery. Very great for a topper. I think this is it. I use this for my topper for my July set. And I loved it so much. It really did make my nails bomb. Ask Nelly, she'll tell you. Okay. We're going to go ahead and take the excess off. All right. I don't know how I get these in here, but little flukes drive me bonkers. All right. So let's go ahead and activate. Oh, look at that. I'm just activating it now so that when we put that second coat on there, it looks really nice. And I have kind of a small base on there. They do make things so that way you can activate it without the magnet in here messing with it, but I don't have that, so we're just going to go with it, guys. All right, make sure you get that excess out the back. If you don't get the excess out the back, guys, it's going to lay weird on your nail. Ta-da! All right. Let's cure. Adopt Disaster. Hi. Hi, Pan. Oh, she's so pretty, you guys. It's hard to see the rainbow, but it's there. I feel like I could probably get away with doing the original. Hello. Hold up, y'all. Something happened here. Oh, my battery died. Lovely. That's okay. I got this guy. All right. So I'm going to use my heart lamp here. And I'm going to go ahead and cure that under my heart lamp. Okay. So we're going to do 2 of that, but here is the other... This is the other silver I have, and the silver really, really, really is super nice and just like the most beautiful linear hollow you could ever want. So the cat eye effect, you'd really want to make it something beautiful in terms of making the effect more like circles and stuff like that. I guess I never thought about that. I could do that, but anyway, if we're just using it for a background, it's no big deal. But I almost feel like the background of this one is this here. And I feel like it might give us a little bit more payoff when it comes to the hollow. You know what I mean? But we'll see. Let's see what the other one looks like. I'm going to turn that around since I'm using a different lamp here. It's the coolest thing. I hope you feel better. You guys are awesome. Shout out to everybody here. I have a little green bug on my computer, guys. I don't know where it came from, but he's green and he's blue. But he's like super tiny. Alright, so I'm just making sure that this is actually done, you know, cured all the way because I am sensitive and need to make sure it cures all the way. Alright, one more. So, once again. Oh, so pretty. So, people usually don't activate the cat eye on the first round, but I like to activate it on the first round to give me that nice you know, where it makes it look like you have a lot on, but you don't. Because I feel like that helps, you know? Like that helped a lot. So let's go ahead and take excess off. And you want to make sure they're, like, I just put my finger in that. So just make sure you don't put the finger in it. And you make sure it's completely saturated. Okay? From top to bottom. And it's not wobbly or anything like that. You want to make sure it's completely straight all the way underneath. No floofs in there. Get the excess out from under, and then we're going to go up underneath. Same thing. To make sure we get the excess off. Beautiful. We're going to go like this so it brings the gel down. Because right now, if you can see, I have like a little hump at the end here. I don't know why. I didn't know why I have that hump there. It shouldn't be a hump there. It should just all be one. Huh. I guess the top coat will round it out. No? Alright, so let's go ahead and activate it. So I'm going to take my magnet and I'm going to hold it up to the end. Look, we can make it go dark. Almost like it's see-through. See that? Or we can move it back. So we're just going to go back and forth here. And you just gotta move it around and try to your best to get it as much in the middle as possible. I'm gonna bring it all the way down to the side. There we go. Alright, let's see here. I think that might be as good as we're gonna get it, y'all. Oh, so pretty. As long as I get the outside, I think I'm good. Ah! Don't do that. Don't drop it like I did, guys. Shoot. No biggie? No biggie. We can fix it. I can't believe I did that. Now this is where your floofs are going to come into play, guys. Especially if you have them on your table. But that's okay. Nothing to get too upset about. Alright, I'm not sure why mine's looking like that, but with our top coat, we'll be able to. Alright, guys. Now I gotta redo that again. I'm sorry. My bad. Alright, floof, you are coming off. Thank you. Alright, let's do this again. So the more you hold it there and bring it up, you can really see, you can really move that, you know, in more, out more. Same thing here. And I'm going to bring it down all the way to the edge. Alrighty. How about we have a line? Alright, that's as good as I'm going to get her, guys. Honestly. Woo! Hi! Why do women want to wear nails? Oh, I missed it. Because I love them. It's also a form of expression too, guys. So, yeah. That's why. Let's see. Hi, Dank. How are ya? As a man, I would just prefer all people cut their damn nails. Hey, I cut my nails. My original nails. I just do this for art. But I do wear them. So, yeah. I mean, at least you're honest. I like the fact that you're honest. Yes, I do. How are you? How's your night going? Thanks for coming. Alrighty-dighty, guys. So, that is what we did for tonight. And so, tomorrow we're going to add the rest of the stickers, the top coat, and all of that. One thing you don't want to do is add stickers to... Alright, we're going to have to top coat this, or I'm going to have floofs in there, so... We're going to go ahead and top coat. I'm going to actually use the glass top coat, because if I don't, I'm going to have a bunch of floofs in my nail, and it's going to make me mad. This one is VARNAIL glass top. So if you're not done painting a nail, just top coat it, guys. You can always sand it and put whatever else you need on there after. And it also levels out any stickers and stuff as well. Like I have floofs in it right now. I'm trying to get off. There we go. But just make sure you do the outside edge as well as the free edge, guys. Making sure you don't have nothing in there. Alright, I think we're golden. Ooh, look at that shine. Love it. Alright, same thing. Get the excess off. Beautiful. Shine. Christian, hello. Alright, I'm going to set this baby down too. Alright, so this is in my little tiny lamp right now. So while that one is in that one, we're going to go ahead and top coat this one. Because it does have an inhibition layer, and even if you take that layer off, which is called the sticky layer, if you take that layer off, it's still not really, still things are going to stick to it, so your best bet is to seal your color in. Make sure it layers really nicely, and you don't have no flukes in there. If you have flukes in there, well, you're going to not want them in there. That gel levels out so nicely, oh my gosh. Alright, everybody. Like, I am so incredibly grateful. Beautiful. Beautimous. Beautimous, guys. Beautimous. All right, guys. No, I cannot send you nails. Sorry. I don't do that. But here's what we did. I mean, you guys can rate in the comments after live what... I don't know which one's your favorite. You know, do you like that we did this? And any one of you guys can do these colors right here and do this whole thing. Any one of you guys can do it. So, all right, we're doing a 60-second cure. Move this over here. All right. So, that is all I have for you guys tonight. Thanks for being with me, guys. I really appreciate it. Make sure you comment after live, like, subscribe, you know, the whole deal. Especially if you love nails, guys, because we will be finishing it. We'll be using these guys, and they're like metallic, and they kind of match. So, we're going to be using those, and, something else tomorrow. But we tried many things. So, there's part 1, part 2, part 3, which is this one. So, if you want, I did this one in part 1, this one part 2, this one part 3, and then the rest of this. So there'll be a part 4, y'all. So, let me move this guy. And move this one. So this is what they look like so far. So we might just end up doing the colors like this one to kind of match it. You know what I mean? But instead of having white on these ones, we'll have the colored ones. So it'll be like opposite reversed. Hi, Storm. How are you? Yes, my bestie, Nails by Nelly, she is in the chat. She's also a member. You guys can become a member as well. Hi, Edith. She is also my mod. So I have other mods in here too. So if you just go through the chat, you can see them. But yeah, she has a channel. A lot of my girlies have nail channels. So check them out, everybody. This is what my actual nails look like. I know I need to cut them down, but hey. It is what it is, but tomorrow we will go ahead and finish these two, and then we will put them on, and I'll show you what they look like. And maybe we'll add a few gemstones or two. Who knows? But thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it, and I love you guys very much. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Sugar, and I love to do nails, and I love just to DIY it, nail girly it, everything up with hollow sparkle, and even do a little bit of everything. I try to do everything. So if you're here for that, you want to vibe out with me, make sure you subscribe. Check out some of my other lives and videos as well. Well, thank you, Storm. I appreciate it. They're not done yet, but it just kind of bloomed into that. So, appreciate you guys. I just want to say to each and every single one of you guys, I love y'all, and have a blessed, amazing, wonderful rest of your day / night, wherever you are. And I hope that you guys just have a glorious day, guys. Okay? I love y'all, and I'll see you on the flip side. Toodaloo. Bye.